What's up, everybody, and welcome to my TNA Impact Wrestling review. A lot of things on the show this week. Even though I talked about the whole bad GFW thing, we kicked it off with the X Division Spot Fest most of the time. Caleb Conley, Desmond Xavier, Andrew Everett, and Matt Sydal. Even though Spot Fest was a pretty good match, I enjoyed it, especially Desmond Xavier. I like how that kid went out the ring. Dude did some, I don't know, dude just jumped from, it wasn't even a suicide dive. He did like, it was a top con helo or something. It was awesome. The match ended with Andrew Everett hitting the Franken driver on Xavier, winning the match. Good match, but still, you know, it's one thing every regime kind of gets wrong with TNA. I feel like Matt Hardy was right about the whole spot monkey thing. It's too many spot fest on here with the X Division. I like the X Division, but they keep throwing in these spot fest matches. They need a legit feud, in my opinion. So it's like they talked about them, but are they? And they gotta be established as individuals. Okay, they have to be established as individuals. Although Andrew Everett had a good match, though. I think he needed the win after he did not get the title still with him in that feud with Trevor Lee, and you know, low key won the belt. And, you know, I know TNA is supposed to be going to India soon. Everybody's on the India market lately. I'll say that for the end, even though I think TNA was already doing the India thing first for us. Well, WWE did too, but now they're really doing this whole Jinder Mahal thing and stuff. But, you know, let's focus on the fact at hand right here. Josh Matthews still at the ringside with JB right there, putting up the signs, he piece of shit signs and stuff. EC3 came out wearing cowboy gear, mocking James Storm and his entrance thing, calling himself EC Cowboy 3. And you know, there's three types of suns in Florida: sunflower, sunrise, and a son of a bitch named EC3. He talked about his steed. He talked about how he drove the ladies nuts. He pretty much called James Storm a coward and everything, that he's nothing. And even tried to mock him and everything he did, even his theme song. But James Storm's theme did hit, and he came out from behind as both of them brawled with each other. A boot, or whatever, cowboy boot fell off EC3, and he started beating Storm with it until he got handcuffs and put him on the ropes. He pretty much had a belt, and he gave him 21 lashes. He kept whipping him as security and referees tried to break it up. They tried to stop EC3 and send him to the back, but they, you know, it was too late. He pretty much messed up his back, and I guess I gotta get some heat on EC3 since he's a heel now. You know, he's been coming off as a face. Actually, mostly every heel I've said before last week has been coming off as a face against this whole GFW thing, in my opinion, because anybody that's in TNA is a face right now compared to the GFW guys. It was a little funny, but it was effective to get EC3 some heel heat, though. Next, Laredo Kid and Garza Jr., which I'm really becoming a fan of the tag team now. A lot of people I see went against Hakeem Zayn and Idris Abraham, which before this match, they talked about a vacant tournament for the GFW tag team. Who the fuck gives a crap about the GFW tag team titles? Who does? Like, come on now. Like I said last week, the GFW belts mean nothing. They mean nothing. Something they'll merge them at Slammiversary just to make it one title, because most of the TNA belts still have TNA, even though we're not calling it TNA anymore, but it still is in a way. And stuff. So I'm not sure how to feel like that. They said this was a qualifying match. Laredo Kid and Garza Jr. are good. I like this team. I like them. They're over, I believe. Garza Jr., something special about it, especially with the whole pants thing, that's tearing off the sweatpants. I enjoy those guys. You know, Laredo Kid's got the high flying, you know, and they talked about Lucha in the back and stuff, you know, Lucha Libre, after they represent Mexico and stuff. So, I am becoming fans of them. You know, that's a good team I feel like could go for the tag team titles, the TNA tag team titles, like the GFW tag titles. Ava Story went against Laura Van Ness. Laura Van Ness pretty much wore the wedding dress and still her and Congo Kong. Pretty much, she beat her. Wasn't much to say. Congo Kong pretty much had to hold her, you know, to keep her steady. Kevin Matthews everybody keeps saying he's the guy from Back to the Future. Talking about the guy with some Billy about the pizza, and he took the pizza and pretty much called him stupid, and he sounded like a big dumb bully in a way. And he says, make like a tree and get out of here. And people says, people don't know their jobs. So at least they are trying to establish them with these videos. They're not getting old, but somewhat funny. Rockstar Spud, as dark as that thing was last week, and, you know, not taking a whole bunch of pills, painkillers and stuff, he made the biggest, worst assault of his entire life, and, you know, he's in his bed wondering why did I pull Hornswoggle's pants down? Swoggle's pants. I don't know why. LAX was rolling up in a lowrider and had face paint on, as in a Day of the Dead type of thing. I know that's big in Mexico. And they came out with funeral music and gunshots and stuff, and they talked about the somber day in this company's history. You know, fallen comrades known as the K, that, well, we all know Crazy Steve is gone, and we only got Rosemary and Abyss left. As they talked about what happened, there was somebody in the rafters with like a skull face on. I think it was Rosemary, so Rosemary may not be out to fight yet. Abyss, I don't know. But Conan pretty much said, we're going to show disrespect by throwing the ashes on the ground and pretty much get some Swisher Blunts in the K's honor, blaze it up. And, you know, them boys in Impact here, you know, they were the best team. But you put us in a street fight against them. And now you got a clown in a coma and one guy eating through a feeding tube right now. And, you know, his funeral is symbolic, you know, show the other tag team, who you guys are messing with. The rhetoric hasn't changed. Don't get it twisted. This is about Latino empowerment and stuff. And, you know, you got the GFW titles out here. We'll go for those belts too. And then he talked about this country then. The USA, and talked about called somebody a Yankee Doodle cracker, and there's some guy with an American flag, mostly a Planted guy, fan. And he was going to take the flag and stick it up his ass, and pretty much, you know, we use the American flag as toilet paper to me. And since the guy that put the flag down, Conan pushed him, sit your bitch ass down, and pretty much the Veterans of War came out, Crimson, now known as Mayweather, and Wilcox, as they pretty much took down LAX then, and stuff. So, Conan always grabbing the mic like usual, and usually not get shit over. I like Conan. Or whatever, you don't get shit over orderly and stuff, and I always like them on the mic. You can't hype the crowd up. You know, some people are actually kind of worried that they feared this would happen, that now they're going to do this whole, you know, America versus Mexico thing, and trust me, this ain't the best time to be, you know, especially in these times right now, with not election, but, you know, the current president regime. I'm not going to get on that right now, but some people don't know if it's going to just be used as, you know, pretty much they put LAX's heels now, I believe, and now they're going against, some people think they're trying to go alienate people, you know, and stuff, you know, other types of fans and everything, you know, it's like America versus, you know, somebody told me it's like ethnic Americans and stuff, you know, Mexicans and everything that they're trying to go against. So I like LAX. I like LAX since they've came back. I like this new group, Conan, Homicide, which you haven't seen Homicide do much, really. And these three other new people, Diamante, Santana, and, Jesus, I forgot the last guy's name. It's the one with the bandana, kind of wears a shirt. Well, I don't remember his name. I'm sorry if I fucked that up. I don't remember all their names. I only know, but most of I just know Conan and Homicide, so I don't know. Some people think it's going to be some type of America and Mexico thing, and a lot of fans are somewhat worried about it, because even like xenophobic or reverse xenophobic and stuff. Because LAX was the faces right now. I don't know if it's a good idea to turn them heels, because they're really cool. Alright, LAX is cool. Marche Rocket went against Moose for the Impact Grand Championship. Moose pretty much won after round 2 and didn't have a 1 win here, 1 win there, and then Moose gets the last win. But Tyrus came out to face him until Eli Drake, you know, trying to make his name out here. Especially after that great match he put on with Alberto Patron last week, beating him with a chair until Chris Adonis came out and put him in a master lock, and pretty much Eli Drake pretty much looked at him, didn't know what to do, and just kept hitting Moose in the shoulder with it. So Eli Drake's trying to get his name out there, because he said, I don't know if he's going to trust Chris Adonis there, but he talked about, you know, all these GFW guys are out here getting pushed, Instead of the TNA guys right now, they're taking a back seat and stuff. So they did beat the hell out of Moose, and maybe they'll set up a good feud with this right now. So hopefully that goes good. Dutch Mantel, we'll talk about next week for the X Division title. It'll be a triple threat Ultimate X match between Trevor Lee, Andrew Everett, and Low-Key. They got it in and put 7-8 people in this thing. I think I'll go with 3, even though they've kind of stopped the Ultimate X matches for a minute because they've been going on way too often lately. Angelina Love went against Alicia Edwards. Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards by ringside. Match was kind of whatever. It wasn't much, but it was by DQ. As Angelina Love pretty much hit Alicia in the back head with a chain wrapped around her fist. And she kept beating him. Eddie Edwards pretty much took the chain out of her hand until Davey got in and started beating him with the crutch in his leg. So they've been beating the shit out of Eddie Edwards and his wife lately. So this is probably one of the best feuds going on right now, because they actually built these guys up very well since Davey Richards came back and breaking up the Wolves, and even giving Davey Richards a cool gimmick almost with his whole lone wolf. I wish they didn't change Eddie Edwards' theme song, because kind of seems generic, but this is one of the better feuds going on right now between all four of them, especially between Davey and Eddie. Bobby Lashley was in the back talking about he's won all the TNA titles. Now he's pretty much, he can go after all the Global Force titles, so it's Conquest. I guess he'll go after that, but then again, I like Lashley, but does the GFW title matter? Does it fucking matter? It's like Lashley said, that's for them. There's only one real title in this company, and that's the TNA title. Alberto El Patron went against Magnus for the GFW title. Really good match again. And I'll say this about TNA. They've been putting on some good matches in the past few weeks. My only problem is, it's the GFW shit. Who gives a fuck? No one cares about GFW. They don't. I like the match, and I guess I use this as a golden ticket in a way to, I guess Alberto's now going after Bobby Lashley for the world title. And he did win with a cross arm breaker on Magnus. Some people have, once again, think that they fucked up Magnus again with the booking because they made him to a chicken shit heel when he was champion. That's why they messed up in the first place. And, you got all this GFW thing. I don't know if it's going to be another TNA versus GFW thing. But then again, it's like I said before, didn't GFW try to invade TNA last time and they all looked like scrubs and got their asses handed to them? And fucking Drew Galloway and Lashley and, who else was on the team? I think it was the Wolves and somebody else sent those guys packing last time, Jarrett and them, and got rid of GFW. Because, let's be honest, half those GFW guys that were on this show last time in TNA, they either went to WWE or they went. I know some went to Lucha Underground, like PJ Black and Kurt Hawkins, Brian Myers went to WWE. Because I don't even remember all those people on that GFW thing. And I know like a lot of those guys were and stuff, but I know Trevor Lee was, but Trevor Lee's been in TNA mostly now, and I got no problem with that. Him and Andrew Everett. So Trevor Lee's kind of TNA guy now, anyways. But GFW, what is this? What is this really accomplished, in my opinion? Because it was a really good show. It's just the only problem is, once again, like I brought up last week, who the fuck cares about GFW? Fuck them. I know some people some people worried about the whole Veterans of War LAX thing and how that go, but maybe they can get it over and stuff, because some people, it's like a xenophobic thing going on, but it's like I said, no one gives a fuck about the GFW titles. It's like what happened last week. Yeah, they were there, but who gave a fuck? Like, it was really good matches, but it's just the reasoning behind them. Who gives a fuck about GFW? And like I said before, fucking Galloway and them sent them packing last time, and they still didn't get a TV deal. Jarrett went nowhere with this. Alright? And I know there's a lot of problems here and there in TNA. I'll say this. It's been I want to say 50-50 thing that's been going on. Listen, did TNA lose a lot of people? Yes, they did. It's a goddamn shame they lost the fucking Hardys and Galloway and Bennett, Maria, and Jade. Did they gain at least some tag teams at least? Yes, they did. Because let's be honest, the Hardys are kicking everybody's ass in TNA, and who else is going to face them for the tag team titles other than Decay? We lost Crazy Steve recently, too. We gained some people here and there. I don't know what's going to happen at the next set of taping. I don't even look at spoilers for these tapings, so I try to stay out of the way when that happens and stuff. I got to see some good names. I don't know, they brought the old announcer back that used to be in TNA. I don't remember his name, but at least they brought him back, and they don't got Rockstar Spud doing it. Because at least I did like that guy's voice. I don't remember his name, but he was like in, I want to say, he was in TNA through a whole bunch of years, so he left. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen when they go to India. When that happens, Slammiversary is in the next month, I believe, or is in July. I'm not sure. But, you know, we'll have to see. Like I said, good show. But once again, fuck GFW. A lot of people have said that. What purpose is it? Like I said, we have more people on the show. There's no problem with that. We're going to see more talent and, you know, get a good division going, more X division and more tag teams and stuff, and maybe people to build the main event and stuff, and maybe for the Grand Impact Grand title. But no one cares about the GFW tag titles, the women's title, or the fucking GFW world title. Because I don't even think fans know in the Impact Zone what the fuck the GFW title is. Alright? But, hey, that's my opinion of it. But I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Comment and subscribe.